Coming up on the Beaver News, love is in the air and Oregon State University is more than prepared. We show you how to take care of your Valentine. And reporter Camelin Bovenet shows us what's making a splash on campus. Also, is the men's basketball team setting school records? That and more on tonight's episode of the Beaver News. Good evening and welcome to the Beaver News. I'm Anna Singer.
And I'm Kiana Hatch. We're glad you could join us. Love is in the air with Valentine's Day coming up on Saturday, and Penguin Flowers is offering a discount to OSU students. Students that bring their OSU ID will receive 10% off their in-store Valentine order. Penguin Flowers not only has a wide assortment of bouquets, they also offer gourmet gift baskets as well as chocolate-covered treats. For those on a budget, they offer gifts for under $35. It's not too late to get that special someone a gift from the heart. Penguin Flowers is located on Kings Boulevard, across from Fred Meyer.
With spring term approaching, everyone's looking for ways to slim down before the weather gets nice, but one new study may change the game just a bit. Oregon State University research professor Neil Shea says that drinking red wine helps burn fat and can help those overweight better manage their health as well as metabolic disorders. Now, of course, this is all in moderation, but studies do show that the chemical in red grapes dramatically slow down the growth of existing fat cells and the formation of new ones. So now you can feel a little less guilty about drinking that glass of red wine this Valentine's Day.
Coming up, all of the focus has been on Valentine's Day, but did you know it was also Spiritual Wellness Week? And what philanthropy has Greek life even more excited about the holiday of love? Find out when we return.
Hi, my name's TT.
Eddie Cardenas, Jason Love,
Alex Vickery-Holland,
Laura Gordon, Lisa Rosenthal. We're here to answer any questions, escort students around.
We really just give them this sense of tradition. We help them register for classes.
A big part of being a START leader is showing students around OSU and helping them get a feel for what it's like when they're here at Oregon State.
We serve to help them make a more smooth and positive transition from high school life to college life and to everything involved with it.
Focusing on spiritual wellness is something we often forget to pay attention to. Reporter Casey Goslin met with a panel of international students to see how they find time to get in touch with their spiritual side.
Spirituality across cultures was held at the ILLC on Tuesday as a part of Spiritual Wellness Week.
The purpose of this event was to have a panel of international students representing different cultures, different worldviews, different countries, to express their spirituality and religious practices.
The panelists were from China, Taiwan, Indonesia, and Brazil.
We had one person that was not religious, one that was Catholic, one that was Christian, and one who had kind of dabbled. I think he might have called himself a Catholic at one point, but had also explored some Hindu practices.
Some panelists discovered their spirituality when they came to America or traveled the world to open their views.
One of the panelists actually mentioned how educating oneself was really important to having a understanding mindset when it came to other cultures and other people. That educating themselves and hearing from different people of different cultures was really helpful for them.
This week is meant to help student health by the Healthy Campus Initiative.
The Healthy Campus Initiative at OSU really wants every student to be well in every area of their lives. And they see spiritual wellness as part of that wellness, not just physical wellness, not just intellectual wellness, not just emotional wellness, but spiritual wellness as well. So they helped sponsor this week to help people take the next step in their spiritual journey. And so we're partnering with them.
Into is easy to become a part of, and details can be found on their Facebook page.
One great way that people can get involved with Into OSU is by becoming a cultural ambassador conversant partner. And that just means that a native English speaker partners up one-on-one with an international student who's studying English and just talks with them and helps them improve their English. It's a great opportunity to get to know someone from another part of the world. Many international students never see the inside of an American home. So it's also a way that we as native English speakers can welcome them to our city, to our life, to our culture, and to our country as well.
This has been Casey Gosselin with Beaver News.
With Valentine's Day right around the corner, we wanted to know what students are up to this weekend. Rebecca Puppo headed out to the quad to find out what Oregon State students have planned for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is this weekend, so we asked students what their plans are and what their opinions are on Valentine's Day. What are your plans for Valentine's Day?
My fraternity is throwing like a little date dash party, so.
My plans for Valentine's Day are actually, I'm gonna make a video for this girl that I like, and I'm gonna ask her to be my Valentine.
Play online games by myself.
My boyfriend lives in Canada, so.
So you don't get to see him?
No, but we're gonna have a Skype date.
I'm either going to be going to Zed's Dead, which is in Portland, or, maybe asking a girl out, but I'm not sure yet.
What's your opinion on Valentine's Day?
I don't really care much for it. I feel like it's kind of a Hallmark holiday, but I feel like every day you should treat your loved ones the same, not just one day.
I think it's really great for people to have a significant other, but otherwise I think it's just a good time to hang out with friends and enjoy each other's company for sure.
I am actually not pro Valentine's Day. My opinion is that it's kind of a Hallmark holiday where people just buy each other stuff just because. If you really love somebody enough, I feel like you should be doing that every day.
I think it's a pretty awesome thing. I don't like the gender stereotype that goes with it, with guys, girls, that kind of thing. But I do like, I like the idea of letting someone else, no matter what, whoever they are, just letting them know that they're special. So.
I don't really like it. I think it's
Why not?
dumb. It's just a marketing scheme, making money, and it's just another dumb American holiday, and people don't even get it off for work. So
what would be the perfect Valentine's Day gift to receive?
Ooh, I think just a hug. I think a hug goes a long way, and it's kind of a really nice, easy thing that's just hey, you're cool, you're special.
Probably a giant teddy bear.
Well, I'm a big sports guy, so maybe some Beaver tickets or something to see the Mariners or Blazers play, something like that. Would be pretty cool.
I like teddy bears, so probably a teddy bear.
I don't need the sentimental chocolate because I'll eat that within one day. So if you can just say, I really appreciate you, that's all that really matters to me.
What's your ideal Valentine's Day date?
Date? Well, if I wasn't at Oregon State, I'd love to probably go for a walk on the beach and then have a nice dinner and then end it with maybe, just looking at the stars or something like that.
Probably stay inside, watch a movie, and cook for the girl.
I'm not gonna lie, I would love to go play Ultimate Frisbee with chocolates and balloons.
Out on the town, I would love to show off my date to just other people.
Love is in the air here on campus at Oregon State. We hope you all have a happy Valentine's Day. This has been Rebecca Puppo for Beaver News.
The SIGEPs are in the Valentine's Day mood as they spent this last week raising money for their charity, Community Outreach. Bonnie Nutting has more on how you can be a part of their Sweetheart Philanthropy.
The fraternity Sigma Phi Epsilon is kicking off the term with their philanthropy, SIGEP Sweethearts. With a week of activities, this philanthropy brings the Greek community together to help raise money for a good cause.
We have our annual Sweethearts every winter. And kind of what it is a week-long philanthropy to raise money for community outreach. What community outreach is basically they kind of deal with hunger in the area, in the Corvallis area, and homelessness, and also help people who are mentally ill and also dealing with different addiction issues.
Beginning on Tuesday, February 10th, SIGEP's philanthropy contributed to a day of service with the other Greek House participants.
We have different sororities come in and make food boxes for people who are homeless. Kind of our top one right now is about 25 food boxes, which is awesome to kind of help end hunger in the Corvallis area.
In addition to serving the community by putting together food boxes, SIGEP has a variety of other daily activities throughout the rest of the week.
The next one is tomorrow, Wednesday, and it's a date auction, so different dates we have. If sororities are interested, We're throwing spring term. Then come in, we'll hold a barbecue for them. There's also a slip and slide, and different kind of all-house events so we can better know sororities. Thursday, we have a dodgeball tournament at St. Mary's Church for the sororities, and Friday is our SIGEP Sweetheart Pageant. What goes on in the pageant is we're having the ballroom this year instead of our living room. We're standing right now, so we can have a lot more people there, more extravagant, more lights, decorations. We have Martinelli's coming in, chocolate-covered strawberries. And then ultimately finding out who our SIGEP Sweetheart will be.
Every sorority participating in this philanthropy nominates one girl to represent their house as the SIGEP Sweetheart. During the pageant, she is the one to answer random questions, both serious and humorous, on stage in front of the audience.
SIGEP Sweetheart is ultimately someone who kind of shows our true values, virtue, diligence, brotherly love. For them, sisterly love, and kind of showing that virtue, diligence, and sisterly love throughout their everyday lives.
Sigma Phi Epsilon has some aspiring goals for the turnout of this year's philanthropy.
Last year we were at about $9,500, and this year our goals would be around $12,000. We kind of mark it as not how much money we raise, but how much money we actually donate. A lot of philanthropies will raise $30,000, $40,000, but they'll have $20,000 or whatever dollars in expenses. So we really kind of track that of how much we actually give in this year's to COI, Community Outreach.
If you cannot make the nightly activities that SIGEP Sweetheart puts on for this philanthropy, don't worry, because there are other ways one can contribute to community outreach.
So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we have check-ins in the quad, so we'll have guys up there where sorority girls will kind of come in, check in, and also at the check-ins they're going to be donating toothbrushes, socks, different things that people in the area who are facing homelessness would need on their day-to-day lives.
This has been Bonnie Nutting with the Beaver News.
When we return, find out about our water polo club here on campus. Also, could the men's basketball team keep their undefeated record at home? Find out when we come back.
We tell the stories of the exceptional students and staff who attend the university, who work here, and who play here.
We have the Barometer where you can write stories for them, become a journalist. We have Beaver News. We have all kinds of different shows for TV.
We're so willing to talk to anybody that is interested in becoming involved with student media. So if you're on the fence thinking, I don't know if I can do this, the answer is yes, you can. Get over here and talk to us.
Are you looking for a way to make a splash at OSU? The Women's Water Polo Club is looking for new athletes to join in the fun. We sent reporter Camlyn Bovenet to get the scoop.
Although many perceive water polo as an aggressive sport, the club here at OSU provides an opportunity for newcomers to get involved and decide for themselves.
I think that the main thing is a lot of people are really intimidated to start. I know I was when I first started playing, but once you get into it, I don't know, I mean, I've met a lot of really great people through water polo, and it's not as scary as a lot of people think.
It's just such an awesome way to get active, and it's like different. Not a lot of people know about water polo, and I love being able to say that I play it.
Did you know that water polo was originally called water rugby? It got the name polo from the American pronunciation for the Balti word meaning ball, pulu.
Although water polo is a popular club sport, team members noted that they are sometimes confused with the equestrian sport of polo.
I've been asked how we get the horses in the water before, thinking it's regular polo, I guess, with horses and mallets, but it's actually the complete opposite.
So just how do you play the sport of water polo? I set out to find the answer.
The way I explain it to a lot of people is it's like soccer, but in the water with your hands.
So this is a cap. It protects your eardrums. So that's what these weird things are. And it's like jerseys, so like we're blue, the other team's white, so you can differentiate the different teams. There's a lot of whistles.
If you'd like to dive into the Water Polo Club, you can find them in Langton Hall every Tuesday through Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yes, anyone's welcome to walk onto deck. You can find our practice times actually through Club Sports online.
This has been Camlyn Bovenet with the Beaver News.
The Beavers set an impressive school record this last week as they became 14-0 at home as they defeated both the Washington teams in front of a packed Gill auditorium. We start with the win against Washington State as junior Jarmal Reed led the Beavs with a career-high 20 points, with Malcolm DeVivier following right behind with 15 points and 4 assists himself. Defense again was key for the Beavers during this game as their shooting and rebounding was subpar. The Beavers were out-rebounded 43-34 and were quite cold from the field, but they erased a 9-point first-half deficit to win the turnover battle to outscore WSU 25-18 in the second half. Beavers take the gritty victory with a final score of 55-50. And on to the Washington State game, where Gill was packed with an audience of over 9,000 people. The energy of the auditorium was unlike anything I have ever seen there. Junior guard Gary Payton II had a game-high 17 points, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, 4 assists, and an incredible block shot in 39 minutes. No other team in OSU's history has ever started a season by winning 14 consecutive home games. Junior guard Malcolm DeVivier added 14 points as well as Jarmal Reed putting up 12. In the last few seconds, Gary Payton II decided to give the fans a little extra something when he drove the lane and threw it down, while Washington defenders stood by and watched. That right there gives the Beavers the home sweep of the Washington schools with a final score of 64-50. Baseball season is finally here, and the Beavers have their first game this weekend in the Surprise Tournament in Arizona. Also this weekend, the women's basketball team take on Arizona State at home and look to keep their undefeated at-home record as well.
Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. I'm Kiana Hatch.
And I'm Anna Singer. For more of your Beaver news, make sure to watch us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. Thanks and have a good night.